What? Oh, I forgot. I didn't set up the intro. Well, we'll just do it like this. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Actually, it's not. It's just the start of a live stream. Let's go, baby! Greetings. Eva Mello, what are you doing up so early? Hello, watchers and racers. Man! I got old man eyes. Okay, Mr. P, what's up? Over on the vertical side. And Eva Mellon's on the horizontal side. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I've been fired by Amazon. Well, to be more precise, I've been suspended. They want to say that I haven't been doing following the rules and regulations, but I got proof that I have, you know, and I know exactly what they're talking about. So that's why I kept the evidence in both my van. On its evidence is on my van, it's in my van, and it's in my apartment. So I've already talked. I messaged my cousin. She works with the military and stuff like that. So I gotta wait. Ah, gotcha. Your alarm rings at 5 a.m. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I've been trying to get caught up. I've been like, man, I was in jail. I was in jail. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Look, as in the military, they train you to mind your surroundings. Know when you're being followed, and I know when I'm being followed. You know, and there was a person of Spanish or Mexican descent because we're in America, so Spanish or Mexican descent. You could tell. Look, and they would sit up there sitting on a bench on their phone, just staring at me, stare at me, go back to the phone. An Asian guy was doing the exact same thing in a beat up Toyota, I think, just staring at me. I'm saying, and like I said, I was sleep deprived and I was tired, and the only reason I was over there because I needed to get out of the house, right? And I went to a sports bar first called Twin Peaks here in Buckhead, Atlanta, Georgia, and I went over there. But then the energy was off. The girls there acted like they didn't want to wait on me. But I was like, well, screw y'all, I just go somewhere else. And I said, well, wait a minute, what do you? I was like, that's it. Because if you make a person feel like if y'all make people feel uncomfortable in your business, they're not gonna want to stay. So I was like, screw it, I'll go somewhere else. So I was like, man, I don't want to go to the strip club, but I just want to be around pretty girls because I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend or a wife. So I said, where are the pretty women at? Sports bars, strip club. So I'm like, you know what? The place that I go to is a place called the Pink Pony in Atlanta. It's actually in Brookhaven, Georgia. I went over there and I was like, all right, because I used to deliver that payroll when I worked for that other company called Apple Courier, the one I told y'all about that I got fired from after 20 years. Yeah, I used to work over there. So I've delivered to a lot of strip clubs in our area. I've delivered their payroll, and of course I've gone there just to hang out and look at the pretty girls, get some dances, and the food is good. So I was gonna go over there. I said, you know what? I'll go over here. But then when I got over there, I noticed people were. I was like, this one guy, like, what are you doing? So I was like, let me do this. I'm gonna get on this lane, and this guy he literally turned over in the lane in front of me. The Asian guy. He literally turned over in front of me. So I went left and he went left. I'm like, what is this idiot doing? He turned over in the park because there's free parking there's a Salvation Army right next door to the strip club, which is weird. That's weird. There's it's a church. It's weird. Right next door to the strip club, the Salvation Army, Southeast Territory. So, which is crazy because it's actually it's actually a story that I told you guys that I was writing. The Final Prophecy, Pandora's Amulet novel and stuff like that. All the information. Some of you may have seen it on my other channel. Some of you have seen it on this channel. So it was just crazy, man. So I went left into a corporate parking lot where if you park over there, they'll tow your car. They'll tow it or they'll boot you. But you can park for free because the city of Atlanta they've done some work on there's a stream. There's a stream and an undercross bridge and basically a park, so you can park over there. But I noticed, I was like, man, I don't like it when people are following me. I just don't like that. So I got over there. I literally went over to the guy and said, hey, man. And he turned his head. He acted like he ignored me. And I made sure he saw my weapon. I said, look, dude, I'm armed. I made sure he saw it. I was like, you need to, hey, why are you staring? Seriously. So I could see he had an earpiece in his ear. He had some tech in his book bag, and his car was all beat up. He was an Asian guy, older Asian guy. And then the Mexican guy who, I don't know if he was legal or not, but I just know they were looking at me. I was like, yeah, I know y'all following me, man. Y'all don't know who y'all messing with. You don't know who you're messing with. I won the Marksman Award in the military. I was a battalion commander for a short time. I was a platoon guy. I know what I'm freaking doing. And I was sleep deprived. I was tired. I just needed to have a little fun, a little release. And I say, look, you need to. So I basically, like I'm calling in air support. Next thing I know, because they was like, yeah, when I was over at the Twin Peaks, saw the Atlanta police, Brookhaven police. And next thing I know, there was the Brookhaven police. I told the Asian guy in the car, I said, look, man, you guys are being targeted. If I were you, I'd go home. So I got in my van and I started on my way home. And then I saw the Brookhaven police. I said, all right, here we go. So I turned over on sacred ground. I went over on the church. I went over the church Salvation Army's parking lot, and they flashed their lights. They showed up. Brookhaven police, DeKalb County police showed up. I was like, oh, here we go. It's like, here we go. Yeah, I was in the military, former military. Yeah, yeah. I've said it many times. I don't hide it. Ain't got anything to hide. You know, I don't have anything to hide. I say it all the time, former military, but I don't stop my training. You know, you ever heard the saying? You ever heard Marines say, "Once a Marine, always a Marine"? You get in there, you learn that stuff. You learn. There's benefits that comes from it, man. So I don't stop training. You know, I have swords, I have knives, and I have guns. I'm armed all the time. That's why I usually avoid people, because if I wanted to kill you, you'd die. I don't kill anybody. You know, so I'm in God's army, and I'm in this man's army, USA. Y'all know the USA is all about God and God first stuff like that. Come on. But anyway, sheriff showed up. I think, well, at least the lead guy from Brookhaven Police, he showed up. He whispered to me. He said, "You know what? You're gonna go down for a disorderly conduct." Because he asked me what happened. I say, "Look, you can go check my van. I got to give you the secrets though, because there's a lot of equipment in there, you know." And my vehicle had just been stuck in the mud, and the guy whose house I got stuck in the mud in, he's from the military too. You know, so trust me, I knew I was being watched. They keep up with their own and they protect their own. You know, families I got many family members in the military. If I say too much, you know, you ever heard that saying? Hey, if I tell you, I have to kill you. Yeah, if I say too much. So, but anyway, ended up in the hospital. I mean, in jail for a night until they got everything cleared up. You know, so but I got out, came back. I told him, I said, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. Because where I was at the DeKalb County Jail, which is down the street from my old address, the house that my mom used to stay in. You know, we were there. We were on that side. So either if I was going to be in Brookhaven Jail, but from what I understand, Brookhaven doesn't have a jail. That's why they take them to DeKalb County. You know, so took them over there. I mean, Chamblee and Brookhaven, they take their people to Memorial Drive to DeKalb County Jail. So yeah, I was in there. You know, fine. It's like, hey, because I live in Clarkston. I just walk home. So once I got out, I was like, whoo! And I saw other people in there too. They was military. We were talking. I was talking to people about the Lord. I said, hey man, we just talked to you about the Lord, man. We talked about the Lord Jesus and salvation and stuff like that while I was in there. Like, Wicker, time to go. I was like, all right, got out of that, and I started to walk home. It's like I didn't realize how much historic area, how much history is just near where I am. And the reason why is because I'm moving so fast because I'm always in my van. You know, I'm always in my van. It's like, man, walked by the cemetery, got near my house over off of North Indian Creek. It's like, whoa, this is cool. This cemetery's been here since the 1800s. I was like, man, this is so cool. Go walk up. So I enjoyed the walk. Got home and I got my bike. I got in the house. I got my bike. I drove all the way from my house back over to the Salvation Army, and the van was still there. Everything was still intact. Got in there, drove around for a little bit, and then I went back home. You know, and then just trying to get caught up. And then Amazon suspended me because they're trying to say, now you want to see my weapons? Yeah, so Amazon said that they're trying to say that I haven't been following this. Like, well, wait a minute, hold on. You people just said that I have a fantastic rating. You're watching us all the doggone time. You know, you just said that I have a fantastic delivery rating. Now, all of a sudden, out of the blue, you want to say that I haven't been, and you're going to suspend my account? That's why the Lord woke me up this morning. He said, you need to check. I was like, all right. So I checked. And then I called them. They said, yeah, give us 48 hours. I said, hey, that's fine. Now they say, give me 6 days. So I'm going to be out of work, at least for Amazon, for 6 days. And I told y'all many times I work for Amazon, and I do DoorDash, and I do this part-time. So what I'm primarily probably going to do is just do DoorDash. And if DoorDash starts acting stupid, like if the DoorDash app starts acting stupid like it did yesterday, I'll just go back to Pizza Hut, because I haven't burned any bridges with Pizza Hut. You know, I don't burn bridges, you know, because you never know when something like that may happen. But anyway, so I've got this done, and I tried to do the manufacturer's, and like I said, I realized that something was wrong with my system. I had to redo everything, so I couldn't stream the other day. I was trying, but I couldn't. Something had happened. That's how I know somebody's been in my apartment. I said, look, I know when somebody's been in there, man, because I booby trapped it. How in the world do I have military gear inside my military clothing inside my apartment when I know I didn't buy it. But that's okay. Like I said, they're just watching. They're just watching out for me. You know, some people not even when your military record has been redacted, only certain people have access to it. You know. Really? Yeah. I mean, come on. It is the United States Post Office. United States Post Office. You do know that the only people who are allowed to print money, at least the U.S. The print dollar is the U.S. government. Nobody else can do it. If anybody else is printing U.S. money, the United States can go after them because they're the only one that can print U.S. money. U.S. currency, only the United States government can print that. So I mean, look, man, we're effectively in another type of Cold War. You know, you got the private sector. That's why a lot of militaries have it. Militaries are trying to do one or two things. They're either going to take over a private company or they're going to try to work with them. That's pretty much what happens. But let me stop talking. Let's go do some racing. Anyway, so no, I'm not showing my weapons. I'm not showing my weapons. I show some of them. I've done videos where you see some of them. But anyway, let's go do some racing. Do. We've got the we got thumbnail made. We got that done. We can turn that off. But yeah, I had to go. My system. Somebody has been in here moving stuff around. Like I said, I told you I know. Look, I know when my stuff has been moving around. It's been booby trapped. Leasing office knows. I say, hey, call me before you send anybody in there, because I'll know if somebody's been in there. All right, let's go. Does anyone know what happened to that one van from Top Gear? The one with the Jaguar? I don't remember that episode. Anyway, so let's see. I'm on my main account, am I not? Okay, yeah, we're on the main account. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with the time trials. Let's go ahead and just get some money. Let's go ahead and get some money because I'm going to be here for a while. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to stream for about maybe 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm going to go and see. I'm going to go see because DoorDash. I'm still instated with DoorDash, but the app was acting crazy yesterday. And Dr. Martin Luther King's Day was in Georgia yesterday, so there's a lot of military personnel around. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, you're military. You're military. I was like, you people need to learn how to hide better. You're just giving yourselves away. Yeah, you're military. Yeah, you're military. I was like, you're working for the military. You're military. You're working for. I'm just pointing them out. I was like, it's like, come on, man. I'm just like, man, it was. So I think the app. There was so much interference. The app was acting crazy. I was like, I ain't dealing with that. Nope. So I actually drove my van up to Atlanta Toyota because they kept sending me messages saying, hey, we hope you're enjoying your Toyota. We'd like for you to bring up here and trade it in for a new XLE. I'm saying, I don't want an XLE. I want an XSE. I want the sex van because you transpose the letters. You transposition the letters. You got SEX, but they call it the X. They can't call it that. Toyota can't call it the sex van, so you have to call it the XXE. It's the sport edition. But anyway, so I went up there to see if they got a new one. And because there's a number of things that's happened to a van. I got hit by a Lexus, a lady driving a Lexus, but there was no damage to the outside, but it cracked some of the it cracked the plastic on the inside. I couldn't see because it was a pitch black dark and ran into I was trying to clear the way because the Amazon app, it acts crazy. It throws you off. And I ran into a trailer. And I finished my Amazon route, and I went back and sat in the yard because there were 2 houses. It told me to go up. It told me to go up the street. I was like, "What the flip?" I said, screw that. And it was a long driveway with a house, like a trailer house on the top, and then a trailer house in the back. So that's where I needed to go. So I backed up into the driveway, right, to go backwards. And I was clearing, you see, and of course I got beepies. I got sounds on my thing, beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 to let you know if something's getting close. But for some reason, it didn't activate. And all of a sudden, I heard, I'm like, what the? Oh, no. It was a trailer backed into a car. So I had to deliver this. I delivered that package. I was like, do I call them now? I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go. I'm going to drive. I'm going to finish my route, and I'll come back. I came back. When I came back, There was people of Mexican descent. They were trying to ask me what was going on. I said, "Look, I hit the trailer. Do you know if these people, are awake or whatever?" So I was just gonna sit there and wait and take responsibility for what I did because it was an accident. I couldn't see it. It was dark. It was hidden, you know. And man, so it had a big gouge in the back of the van. And but the Spanish guy, the Spanish guy said, "No, no, yeah, you go. I own trailer. You just go." I was like, "You sure?" He said, "Yeah, I own the trailer. Just go." I said, "All right, fine." So I left. you know. And then one time I was actually and then I cracked the tail light on the right rear because I was making a delivery. So what most people don't want you in their driveways, and I get that. And it's pitch black dark when I'm out there. So I drove up, right? Next to the past, let's say the house is here. The house is here. I drove up and I drove along, and then the mailbox was here. So, and it was a steel mailbox, nice house. So when I got back in the vehicle, I couldn't see, going slow and everything. So I started turning and trying to get in the driveway to back in and go back out the other way because make a U-turn. So I'm backing up and I'm like, what was that? And it was got out, man, steel. It was like steel metal mailbox, those strong mailbox. Man, it just cracked the light. I was like, oh no, man. But that Toyota, that's kind of built like a tank. I don't like it. And I hit a baby deer once. I said, no, baby deer, no. Tried to stop. Nope. They tell you, hey, look, if an animal runs out in front of your vehicle, don't swerve, just hit it. Don't swerve, just hit it. Truckers go through a situation called black dog. Truckers go through a situation called black dog, where if they're too tired or sleepy, they get this image of a black dog running across the street. Matter of fact, there was a movie about it with Patrick Swayze in it. Matter of fact, it was shot in Atlanta. Go check it out. It's called Black Dog. And the character Patrick Swayze, Brenda Strong was in it. Lost his trucking license, and then he had an opportunity. Randy Travis is in it, the country singer. But yeah, it's a pretty good movie. Anyway, so yeah, man. So now, basically, Amazon is. I woke up the Lord woke me up this morning and said, "Hey, you need to check. You need to check something." I'm like, "What? What's going on?" I said, "Check." And I looked at he looked at the email and said, "Your account has been deactivated because you're constantly not doing this." I was like, "What the people are talking about?" I got the proof right now. The guy whose yard I got stuck in. The guy whose yard I got stuck in was former military. I got stuck in it because the Amazon route to me. Because it was raining, and this has already happened to me with the van. I told some of y'all this story. I mean, it happened to me with the Malibu. I told some of y'all this story. This I got totaled. It was slightly wet and it was rain. I said, I'm not doing that again. So when it said that your destination on the left, the address was actually 4411, but it was actually 4401 that I was supposed to be delivering to. And I saw the reflection, but it was under the tire of his truck. And it was a black truck, and I'm like, and I was coming down the hill, the cul-de-sac. I was like, I had two choices. I could try to slam on the brakes, which I didn't want to do because of front wheel drive, or I could go left in the ditch. I said, in the ditch. I went up, got up over, hit the bump. I tried to brake. And everything came into view. His house, I saw plastic. It was going up the hill. It was obviously he was doing construction. It looked like he was having concrete. I don't know if he was having redone or if the house was new. I don't know. But I was like, I was going to consider, hitting the accelerator so I could try to get through the mud and maybe get some purchase on the plastic that was, part of his driveway was already paved. I was going to try to get up the hill. But then I was like, nah, I don't do that. And I tried to hit the brakes, but then there was the grass. And then it went down, and it was already slippery. So it slipped down in the mud and kept going. I was like, no. I tried to get out of it. And eventually I went up there and tried to knock on his door. Dogs and stuff started barking. I'm like, let me get hands up, don't shoot. I just walked back down, got back down to my big gun. What the bleep, blah, blah, blah. I was like, hey, man, I'm former military too. And I just told him, I said, look, I'm just going to call the county sheriff because I've been through a lot now, and I don't have any emergency funds on me right now. And I'm trying to get things caught up, so I'll just wait till the sheriff gets out here. Lo and behold, so I just sat in my vehicle. Got on my headphones, start watching some YouTube stuff, then eventually people showed up, former military people showed up and said, hey, I'm not military, but this guy is. He was pointing around like, all right. But yeah, the guy whose house I was in, he's former military. He decided to help me get out. Unfortunately, I told him to take this because it was I tried to get out. I tried to rock and go back and forth. I tried to use some of the wood and everything in this yard to get out, but I simply couldn't move. I was going to need help. So eventually they showed up. And he came out. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna run up the street, get some stuff, and try to help you out." Because he was basically, it's $40,000. I said, "Hey, yeah, I got you. I get it." He said, "I'm trying to help you out." Anyway, so he pulled he went and got some of those straps, those really nylon straps with the metal hooks on them. I opened up my hatch and I told him to hook it around the hatch connector, and just pull me straight out, and I'll use my reverse and come out. So we got to the lip of his vehicles because his truck was backed in front of his driveway because it was being paved. It just wasn't finished yet. That's what I'm saying. I saw his truck. I would much rather have gone in the ditch and not hit his truck than to hit his truck, because I wasn't going to do that again because of what happened to the car. I didn't want the car to understeer and lose purchase. So nope, in the ditch. I went left. I was like, I'd much rather do that than hit his truck. So I just pull me straight out. But when we got to the curb, that was concrete. Tried to pull me over it and up, but it was pulling on the hook hatch that the hatch connects to. It was pulling it, right? And the nylon snapped. And that part back there, like it's like really strong metal. I don't know if it's hardened steel or what, but his truck was so strong it bent it out, so I couldn't close the hatchback again. So I said, well, this is what I suggested, and he's like, well, this is what we'll do. This time he took the because he had multiple straps. The one that broke, got that out, then took another one. Then he wrapped this one around the wheel, so when we went backwards, it actually pulled the wheel and rolled it back up. I said, man, I wish we had done that first time. I wish we had done that in the beginning, So now the back of my van won't close. Like I said, there's some damage. So when I went up to Toyota, they're trying to say that my vehicle's only worth $18,000. And they had a new white Toyota Sienna XSE in it. Went, man, nice and everything. And they want me to pay $75,000. And the reason for that is because my vehicle, if it had not all the damage, it's probably worth about $45,000 because I've already checked. I keep. But because of the damage, they only wanted to offer me $18,000. Plus the $33,000 that, because I only own it's not upside down. I'm not upside down. I mean, well, now I am because of the damage. But so they told me to go next door to this place where it called United Collision and see if how much it would cost them to just make a claim because I got a claim with one of my insurance companies, and it's Progressive. So they said, let's see how much it'll cost, but I got to wait for the estimate. And they say it might raise that number a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Because I was like, no, I am not going to be in debt for $75,000. Not going to happen. I'll keep my van. I'll go somewhere myself and get somebody to work with me just so we can get that hatch to close. But I got it figured out though. I got it where I can lock it down because basically it's got a pretension on the inside of the lock where the latch connects to the hook to close it. It's kind of like those old Cadillacs. An old Cadillac, you'd shut the hood, cloop, and then it go, then it mechanically tighten. It's just like that with the Toyota. It hooks on, right? It hooks on, whoop, and then it mechanically tightens. So that's how it works. So what I did was I just tied a string around the look, and just use it and just tie it like you tie your shoe. Poop, 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 poop. So now when it closes, the pretensioner grabs it and locks it, holds it closed. And I got some nylon, heavy duty nylon string. So if somebody tries to get in there, they're gonna set off the alarm. Told you, I know what I'm doing. But anyway, let me start running my trap. Just wanted to give y'all a catch up about what was going on. And my throat is kind of dry, so I need some tea. And then we will start with this. Toyota Sienna XSE 25th anniversary edition from 2023. I need tea. And you can probably hear it in my voice too. I'm also got a bit of a cold. I have the mild case of bronchitis, so every time the weather changes, I get sick. There might be something going around too. I don't know. But of course, oh boy. Let's see then. Let me get my, as you see, I'm wearing purple and red. Purple for purple sector, red for Ferrari. I didn't sign with Ferrari. What is that? Did any of y'all doing the manufacturers race? Eva Mellon, did you sign for any? Eva Mellon, if you're still here, did you sign up? Did you pick a Banu? I was gonna do it because the first race is in Atlanta, but I missed it because my system had somebody crossed it. Somebody came in, somebody was in my apartment and they moved my stuff around. Why? Because I had to rewire it. It's like somebody's been in here. They moved my stuff around. Then there's a hacker inside my computer. It's like, I know. Because the idiot actually sent me a message, got a message saying, hey, I have your pen. I said, I know. I'm not going to keep changing it. I know that you're in my computer. I know. Dummy, don't tell me you have my pen. I mean, some people are just stupid. Talk too much. You just told me all your secrets. Never think you say, hold on to me when your world's turning cold. And it feels like your life's spinning out of control. You're hoping, praying, trying so hard to believe. Woo! Hello. All right. So I was watching Rory this morning, and nobody in Rory's chat, and this is not their fault. This is not their fault. Nobody in Rory's chat. They usually say hello to me, but nobody in Rory's chat, not even Rory, spoke to me this morning. Everybody ignored me, and they usually would time me out. They didn't even time me out. they didn't even time me out in Rory's chat this morning. They didn't even time me out. They just ignored me. Oh dear. So if you'll allow me to enjoy my tea before we started, and say, you only have Gran Turismo 5? Gran Turismo 5? You only have Gran Turismo 5? You need to get Gran Turismo 7. So that means you have a PlayStation 3? Got a PlayStation 3? Oh, we need to get the wheel camera moved around too. I'll do that. I'll get around to it. So that's why, so I can do this stream, and then what I'll do is I'm planning to go out and do DoorDash from probably about, what time is it? 7:45. Maybe do DoorDash from about 11 in the morning to 10 at night, because I gotta wait 7 days for the investigation to finish at Amazon. And I called my cousin, because she works in the government. My brother's a former Marine, so I'm gonna talk to him too. Matter of fact, he was the one that told me to call back Amazon. So I think once they do because I forget, in America they work with private, work with private sector. So, and it's obvious they got people in the military working with some of these private sector, because I can see them. It's like, you're military. Yeah, you're military. I know military. Most of the time when I see military, because you usually can pick them out. All right, so if you just allow me to enjoy my tea. Yeah, you need to get yourself a PS5 there, Mr. P. You need to get yourself a PS5 and get Gran Turismo 7, man. Assuming you're a man and you have a pen between your legs. If you got a pen between your legs, you are a man. If you have a Gina or a Gina, then you are a woman or a girl. Yeah, see, pen and Gina. USA! What do you say, Melon? Roads were barely icy yesterday. A car trapped my work van at a stop sign. No damage. See you, buddy. Thank you. I don't think you had a license. Really, Melon? That's just all right, so yeah, we're taking a look. Who is this L. Burton? But no, that's okay, because usually it's like I've pissed off all the big streamers. I'd go into Super GT, and Super GT made me a mod. I was like, dude, why Super GT make me a mod? I didn't ask for him to be a mod. Yeah, me and Woody Boy, we have friendly banter. Some of y'all know who Woody is. DRC Woody Boy. I call him Peckerwood for Woody Woodpecker, because that's what he's got, and as his logo. He and I were going at it in Super GT's chat, and Super GT just like, hey, quote him. Calm down, mate. I was like, what? What are you talking about? We're just having fun. So yeah, Super GT, Steve Alvarez Brown, pissed me off. That's okay though. I still love him. I still go back. Rory, they when I type fast, it's like he's like, look, man, I can type faster than bots. I can, and my typing is fairly accurate too. Some of y'all know. Sometimes I make mistakes, and sometimes when it's obvious I made the mistake, I leave it alone. Like for instance, I might trying to say THE, the microphone, but it comes out as TEH. But the letters are just transposed, and I say, yeah, that's you probably know what I'm trying to say. But when you're typing, it's incredibly necessary. It's necessary for you to make sure before you hit the enter button. And even though I say this, I do have a tendency to do it. To proofread before you hit the enter button so people know what you're saying. Are you asking a question or are you making a statement? Who are you talking to? Too many times I'll see people, I'm like, man, who are they talking to? That's why I say, look, if you're directing it at me, you need to put at and my gamer and my tag so it'll show up. So when it shows up, it'll show up and I know that you're talking to me. Or if you're talking to whoever in the chat, let them know. You know. But anyway, what do you say? We go in here and just get like a little bit of money. So where are we? The Daytona one? I didn't see Tidge's video yet, but I did see brief of it. It said pick any VGT car. So what cars are people picking? What's dominating? The Genesis. Oh, it's not the Genesis. Genesis is up there though. So that's the Mazda, isn't it? Or is that the Lexus? That L750. Is that a Lexus? That's a Lexus, isn't it? The 787's up there. That's not a VGT car. That's based on a real car. But the Genesis. That L750, is that a Lexus? It's a Peugeot. Oh, it's a Peugeot. Really? Huh. Don't I own that car? That long nose, that's a Peugeot? So that's what it's between. It's between the Peugeot. I'm gonna say, where's Peugeot? Pouge, France. Pouge. Where's Pouge? Pougie. Where's Pougie? There's Peugeot. Is that a lion? Or is that a sphinx? Excuse me. Yep, that's what I thought it was. The Lexus. Total. Wait a minute, is it a lion? Oh, because they got the bull on there, but they also got a lion on there. Is that total Peugeot? What is the insignia? Is that a lion? I'm gonna have to go do some research, learn more about Peugeot. But it's Francais. It's France. You can see the red, white, and blue. Peugeot. And we got to get back to the French challenge because we got to get caught up on that. There's only 1 mil. I already have the Genesis. I think. Wait a minute. Do I own it already? Because I thought I had all the Vision GT cars on this account. Oh, apparently I don't. I think I have the Genesis though. Genesis in Asia Pacific. Let's see. There you go. Let's see then. I thought I owned one of these. Guess not. Well, I'm going to take the Genesis because it's Adam and Eve's first car. If God drove a car, what do you think it would be? Yeah, I said Infinity. If God chose a car to drive, I think it'd be an Infinity. Adam and Eve would, have a Genesis. And the Lord Jesus Christ, I learned this from this guy, this church over called the Decatur Church, not too far from me. He said, if Jesus Christ drove a car, it'd be a Chrysler. I was like, yes! I never thought of that. Christ drives a Chrysler. Adam and Eve were in a Genesis, and uh, God, the Father, he'd been in Infinity. So I'm going with the Genesis. You found the Peugeot faster? Well, it looked like it's obviously a battle between, the Genesis, Asia, and France. And remember, this is Gran Turismo, so I'm going with the Genesis. I'll pick the Genesis. And there's only one color. Orange! It's a beautiful car. Ooh, pardon me. So if I spend $1 million and then I get the gold, so ideally what I'll at least try to see if I can get, excuse me again, I'll at least try to see if I can get $1 million, since I just spent $1 million. Yes, get in the car now. I'm probably still gonna rent it. Wow, why put miles on it? Why put miles on your car when hey, if you own the Ferrari Testarossa, but then somebody allows you to rent one, why put any miles on yours? Just go rent one. If you own a Lamborghini Countach, or if you own a Lamborghini, let me see. Let's go to Europe. No, Italy. So the Italians. Let's see, what cars do they have? Where's the Lambo? There it is. The Bull! And I'm a Taurus, born in April. Taurus, the Bull! Let's see what we have. We've got the Veneno, we got the V12, VGT, we got the Aventador, Huracan, Aventador, the Murcielago, the Bull, Huracan, the Urus, Huracan, and the Gallardo. So of all these cars, if I could have one, what would I have? I like the Aventador. The Murcielago is okay. The Aventador is a basically upgrade of the Murcielago. The Huracan is all right. I'm not a big, huge fan of it. It's a smaller version. The Aventador LP, The Vision GT, I definitely want one of those. This one, I ain't too crazy about that one. Although I do own it. I own that one. Don't own that one. I own that one. I own that one. That's about it. But Lamborghini Countach, that's what I grew up liking from the movie Cannonball Run. Yeah, Lamborghini Countach. Yeah. So if I own an Aventador, but then they allows you to rent one, why put any miles on you? Just rent one. So ideally, let me get my gloves on so we can fill this thing out. See what it feels like. Let's go get some gloves. There we go. I might sneeze, y'all, so I'll try to hit the I'll try to be quick and hit that pause when I get ready to sneeze, but y'all might hear me go, Achoo! Might hear it. There's something swimming in the water. There's something swimming in the water. What's swimming in water? Oh, see, they even gave us these Amazon Air bottles, Cool, huh? Says Amazon Air on it. Now they're treating me like this. What's wrong with Amazon? Why they treat me like this? You're not gonna. Yes, I have. That way, cause see, matter of fact, I still had a route to do. I still had some packages to deliver, but I called Amazon and told them the situation. They got it on file. They said this conversation is gonna be recorded. They have the recording, man. They have the recording. Because I called them first. Then I called 911 through Amazon to let them know what was going on. And you know what they told me? We're going to cancel the ticket. That's what they told me. We're going to cancel the ticket. Amazon told me that they were going to cancel the ticket. So I had two choices. Keep the packages, throw the packages away, or drive them back to Amazon. I just decided to keep them. I have the packages, and I kept them. You know, I was gonna I was gonna see what was in there. Because when they cancel the ticket, like, so you got a couple of choices: take them back, and then because they're having this crackdown, one of the things they haven't because they having this crackdown. They're having this crackdown in the states, right? They're having a crackdown in the states with illegal entry into the country because President Trump's like, look, man, we're either going to be a country or we're not, and they're trying to stop all the stuff that's getting in our country that's hurting our people. So they're trying to get people out of here, who are not here legally, right? So some people are harboring illegals, and it goes against it just goes against the country stuff. And I've seen, like I said, I've seen it. People be like, "Oh, that's unfair." So, like I said, I'm just gonna let them work it out. They say 6 days. What's gonna be 48 hours? I mean, who's that? What's up, Kiwi? How you doing? Oh, it's the little baby booties. So we'll let them work it out. They say first they say we'll get back to you within 40 hours because I kept telling them, say, hey, blah 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 blah. I said, give us 48 hours. All right, so we'll stop talking about it. I won't keep rehashing it. Let's go. So I'll go out later and do some DoorDashes, and I just work till night. I just do DoorDash for a while. Do DoorDash until they get this situated. And hopefully they will. And I go back. We'll see what happens, because it's a mystery. Baby, believe in the mystery like it used to be. And if y'all hear me break out in song, don't mind me, because that happens on this channel. You're not used to it. All right, got our gloves on. What do you say? Excuse me. We're going to see if we can get at least 1 million. So we need a 133,288. All right, let's go fill this car out. What do we got? What are the details? Daytona Road Course. Soft tires. Category is Group 1. Tid says pick any VGT car. All right. So, but it's Group 1. And the VGTs would be in that category. It's high speed, which is why those cars look like that and get some heavy downforce. Let's see. Invalidate time, shortcut, and the wall penalty. Your time will be invalidated. Gotcha. All right. Any more details? No? No more details? Okay, cool. All right. What do you say we jump in here? We can either use the one. We're going to rent the car. So we're going to rent one. Where's the Genesis? There it is. And I may even try that Peugeot too. There's a number of cars you could probably use. The Peugeot's at the top right now. Let's take a look at its numbers. I don't think you get to look at the spec sheet, so we'll have to go with this. 1896 at 596 on the horsepower on the power to weight ratio. 596. And the Genesis. So look again. On my friends list, R Keys is at the top. Woody Boy is in the Peugeot. Mikhail Hazal used the 787. Did Super GT do it yet? Let's see. All right, Super GT is on my list, but I don't see. He hasn't done it yet. Wait a minute. No, I take that back. Super GT is not on my list because I don't think he's accepted my friend's request. But Mikhail Hazal has. Socially dyslexic. All right. Like I said, my throat's kind of dry, so. The Grand Berlinetta? No. That's Ferrari, isn't it? Is that what you're talking about? Usually when you hear Berlinetta, you think Ferrari. All right, so let me see. The Peugeot is 596. What was it again? 596 at 1896, and the Genesis. Let's see. 608 at 2555. Wow. One more time. The Peugeot's heavier, it looks like. 1896. No, the Peugeot is lighter. I saw that right. Yeah, 596 at 1896. Oh, that Genesis is heavy. It's a Grand Berlinetta Genesis. What's this? What's the full name of this one? 2555 at 608. Yeah, I think the Peugeot, when you look at the power to weight ratio, yeah, that Peugeot is going to be lighter, man. But that Genesis is up there, though. What's the Veyron? Let's look at the Veyron's numbers. Did I just say Veyron? 641 at 2315. I didn't mean Veyron. Bugatti VGT. Not the Veyron. All right, let's see. What else we got? See that? I figured that's a number. Ooh. Wait, is nobody using the? Is nobody using the Tomahawk? 588 at 2194. Right now, it looks like. Let me see. Sort by weight. Heaviest. So that's what happened. That's what they did. That's what they did. So the Genesis is up here. It's interesting. This is the lightest car. This is next to the heaviest. So that's what the regular one is called, the Grand Berlinetta? Gotcha. And this is just the race car version of it. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Shoo-be-doo. I'm a little tired. I'm a little wired. The Grand Berlinetta. 869 at 8,000 horsepower. 789 foot-pounds of torque. Good grief, they're trying to kill people. Aspiration turbocharge plus a supercharger? The flip? Are you serious? 2,337 pounds. Now, figuring this was heavier because of, they added what? Do the math. They're basically exactly the same, except for that wang on the back. That wang! Wang! Adding downforce actually makes it a little bit heavier. All right, let's get in it. Start running my trap. I would use the 2020 wheel. I've been using this for a while, but hey, we'll use this one. Let's do this. Let's try to get some money. We spent $1 million on this car, so at the very least, we need to try to get some kind of money back. Oh, remind me to go back to the dealership. We need to check to see if there are any Beetles in there. We'll do it right now. Let's go check. So just in case, you people can let people know. Get yourself a Beetle or a bus. Because what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to get everything set as days, get everything reset, back on track. While I wait to say, hey, get yourself a Trans Am. Go to the used car dealership if you don't own one. We'll do a bandit race. We'll do a race where we have Trans Ams on there. I already have one. I would consider buying another one. But we'll do a bandit race where people can get in this, and we'll pick a track, like we'll pick the Nürburgring, and we can do it like this. 6 people have to be police cars, and 6 people have to be in these. 6 people have to be in this Trans Am, and 6 people have to be in a police car. What's up, there, Gorilla? How you doing? 6 people have to be in this, and 6 people have to be in the police cars, and we'll go in the Nürburgring, and everybody, whichever team gets to because you got Team Police and Team Bandit. So whoever gets to the finish line first are the ones who win. So we'll make it a tuned race. The police will have to tune we'll make it open. The police will have to tune their cars, right? So if you don't have one, go get yourself one of these cars. We're gonna have ourselves a low key in the bandit race. But yeah, no Beetles. And the light's hurting my eyes, so I'm gonna turn it off. I'm wearing purple shades. I'm wearing purple shades. Hold on. Some people wonder why I wear shades. It's to block the light. Because, like I said, I can very easily suffer from light poisoning, and I don't want to do that. Just have to make sure the glasses are clean. So, oh boy. But yeah, go to the used car dealership and get yourself a Bandit. We have a lobby race like, you know, like I said, six people have to be cops, and 6 people have to be Bandit. Whichever team gets across the finish line first wins. 1 lap race. If you don't know how to tune it, that's on you. We'll open it up all of them, see who tunes their cars the best, because that's pretty much kind of how it was, at least back here in America. That's how NASCAR was born, you know. All right, now let's go. Sport. Since you guys are watching, I'll turn the light on my wheel. That's at least behind me. I'll turn the wheel light on because that's what's behind me. I wonder if I should zoom in. Boop. All right. Let's go. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's fill this thing out. We'll rent it. We can try them both. Put miles on my car. Let's put miles on to keep the value up. Let's see how it feels. Can you get us out the cockpit? And we're at Daytona. I'll be back, says Mr. P. Data logger. Soft tires. All right, let's get it. Need brake balance? That would be no. Like I said, if you don't know a car, walk the track first. In this case, we're not going to walk, literally walk. We just go around and fill it out first. Well, so you get in there. And you get on track, and you literally go around, you literally jog around the track. In this case, we know the track. Oh, but we don't know the car. Stay off the... We hit the wall. You gotta get your foot position right. You gotta get comfortable. Go for a walk. If you ever get in the grass, upshift. If you ever get in the grass, upshift. Because you increase, if you got a higher gear, you're gonna spin quicker. I mean, look at the way they climb. I won't be surprised there's a lot of double shifting going on, or just staying in higher gears. Trying to get these things to stop. So this mode here, this is the mode where you are the car. You know, it's kind of like the Cars movie. You are the car in this mode right here. This is why a lot of people like to drive. They can see everything. Then they got the rearview mirror. All I got to do is they can put the radar on right there. They can glass behind them. You go a little faster. With me, I'm a cockpit dude. When I first started playing the game, I always use this because of the visuals. But since I drive for a living, now is this what this car really looks like? The entire front. You know, so if you drive from whatever view you drive from, it's always a good idea to get inside that view, get in that view, so you can pick out where you want to put the car. You know. So let's just do that. Here we go. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I know y'all get tired of hearing it, but for those of us who are monetizing, especially now since I just got suspended at Amazon until the 6-day investigation is over. Like and subscribe! Join! Yeah. You know, that would be very disorienting too if this car was actually built and that entire panel up there was that entire panel up there was actually the rear view mirror. I don't know if I would want that in real life. That would, ooh man, that would, ooh. I don't know if I'd want that. Is that a V12 you hear? That's a good question. I don't know if I ever looked to see what kind of engine is in this thing. Did they even tell you? The 4-wheel drive. I don't know. I guess you have to go look at the spec sheet to see what kind of engine is actually in there. But I don't know, Mr. P. I do not know. All right, let's go. Time to get serious. As you can see, the track limits are sensitive. High downforce. So it's not a hybrid, but it's got a turbocharger and a supercharger on it. How in the world do you drive a turbocharged supercharger? And it's all-wheel drive too, yep. All 4 tires. Got grip. Alright, let's see. Too far out. Just keep going. Too crazy about the gearing. See just how strong these gears are. Alright, there's your grip. Interesting. This car's a handful. The real one, the real life one has a V8. Gotcha. Here we go. Nice and smooth. How many gears? 7. Fourth gear. Come on. Trying to listen to the car. I mean, of course I own it, so I can go take a look at the numbers, but I'm trying to listen to it, because you don't always get to do that. Where's the turn in? Weird, it's got both a turbo and a supercharger on it. How in the world does that even work? Supercharged! Turbocharged! Turbos generally work off the exhaust. Supercharged is on the top, on the intake manifold. Alright. 35, 527. God dang it. Oh boy. Oh. Good grief. Whoops, that's the wall. Start over. Oh, trying to get it right. Oh boy. Trying to find purchase. What I mean by that is grip. We at least want to try to get 1 million. Definitely want to get to 2 million, because I spent 1 million on this thing. We'll at least try to get. Alright, where is it? Oh! Crap! Too far out. Let's see what the time would have been. I'm gonna have to fix that. Whoa! We should be in the white now. We're still in the red? Really? Either stay in fourth, get the brake pressure right, or downshift to second and then really back up to fourth really quick. You have to time it though. Let's see. Let's hug the line. Nice and smooth. Let's go. Come on. Interesting. I can't see it. I gotta find that turn. Gotta find that marker turn in. Where we at? 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Alright, 524. Come on, turn. Oh, crap! Man. I don't know, where am I supposed to make that back up? It's 8/10. Lost, just like that. Let's fix this now. Come on. Hard on the brakes. Stand third. Ah! God dang it. And we're too close to the line for it to count, so too close to the finish line, so if I go past, I'm gonna turn the wheel harder so we can get through there. What you got, Master P? It feels awkward watching the stream while my mother is sat next to me. Hi, Mom! Why does it feel awkward? She's just watching you watching racing. Swing it out. Go wide. Hard on the brakes. Exit and fourth. So if we get on third with my heavy foot, we got a problem. Go. Quick little lift. Hard on the brakes. Tight. Third. Get purchased. Go. Hard on the brakes. Third. My fourth. Come on. Alright, where's that turn in? Come on. Looking at the line. Look at that line. Where we at? There's a 33. Hard on the brakes. Hard on the brakes. Come on, come on, come on. Darn it! Crap! It's like it takes patience, man. If you want to get on that throttle quick. No, 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 not yet, not yet. Nope, nope. I'm kind of getting in it, man. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Let's go, let's go. It's like she's so heavy. It's like you can feel it pushing up against the wind. It's like you can feel the wind pushing the car down on the ground. See if I can match that time, if not beat it. Gotta fix that. We gotta fix it. We're gonna have to be careful though. It's like going through there. Hard on the brakes. Out there. Oh, stay out the wall. Woo! Let's go, let's go, let's go. There we go. That's how you do that. And time it though. 15. Come on. Hug that line. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Now. 31. 32. 33. Yes. We had a 932 and we got a 931. I screwed that up. This car. This car. I'll check time in a second. Oh, so blinding. Still trying to figure out where's that turn in? Where are you? Where are you, turn in? There you are. Nope, nope, nope. All right, let me check my wheel ratio. 90 degrees. All right, it's a little too sensitive. I'm gonna have to back it out a little bit. I got it at 500. That's why I'm having trouble. All right, it's a little too sensitive. I got it at 500. Let's back it out to 5. Yes, he's a little too sensitive. Let's go with 5. Yeah, that's why that was happening. I'm gonna go with 560. Let's go with 560. Let's try that. Here we go. Much better. Much better. That's why I said always check your 1-to-1 ratio with the wheel and go inside the cockpit. Whatever view you drive, fine. Just make sure you got it, you got it the way you want it. So that was a good idea to look inside the cockpit and see where the wheel is set before you start making the sensitivity adjustments. All right, let's see. Got to adapt though. Still a little sensitive, but it's better than it was. I might want to try 600. This might work. Let's see. Just gotta adapt. That's all. Oh, almost too far. We good. Okay, we got some purchase out there. Just gotta be careful. All right, Melon, talking to your kids. Woo! Yeah, I'm gonna be here most of the day. Well, we'll see. I was wondering. Ah, crap! Come on, when I get up? Are you serious? I'm just riding. I didn't even hit the wall. Do I have this the Citroen race car? It's in there, but I don't have it. At least I don't think I do. All right, so what time do you need for the goal again? It's a 133, right? We got the silver, right? Didn't we get the silver at least? Or no, am I deluding myself? Yes, I got the silver at least. I basically just need 7/10. I should be able to get that. Let's go and keep going for this goal. I'm gonna try to do it in the cockpit view too. So let's focus now. Let's focus now and try to get the goal in the cockpit view. And I like to try to figure it out myself before I go see what the fast guys are doing. I just want to see if I can get the goal. So we got the silver, so we at least made $1 million back. $192. One minute the steering wheel is too sensitive, then at times it feels like it's not sensitive enough because it's not responding, Okay, so you can get tighter on the bus stop. Come on, you can do it. Dang. Am I planning any getaways? No. We made our getaway. Got Got a man that's home every night. Couple of kids and the kind of life that you wanna lead. Guess you could say the same for me. But you and I made our choices all those years ago. Still I know I'll hear your voice and see you down the road. Maybe in Oklahoma, driving across the prairies. In Dallas, Texas, isn't that where we always said we would like to try? Never did, so maybe that's crap. Why you're wrong. Every highway. Can a Citroen enter this event? Let's go see. Every highway, just beyond the high beams, right beside me. Best time 34. That's not best time. Let's flip. No matter where you choose to be, in my heart I'll always see you. Everywhere. It's Tim McGraw. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, that was too much. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get this go. You always had an eye for things that glitter. I was far from being made of gold. Don't know how, but I picked up the money. I just never could quite tell you no. Just like when you were late when I'm real low. Take that new job in Tennessee. I quit mine so we could be together. I can't forget the way you looked at me. Just to see you smile, I'd do anything that you wanted me to. When all is said and crap! Thought I could make second gear launch me out of there, man. This car, it's a road. So bumpy. Ah! Start up again. Kilometers per hour on the dash. Whoops! Stay in the red zone. Stay inside the lines. Come on now. Whoa! 3, 2, 1. 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3. That's got a little bit there. Oh shoot. Come on, come on. Still behind. Oh! Boy, she was just pushing to the wall. She just tried to push me into the wall just then. Crap! Let's hold it right there. And we should have our go time. There we go. We're good. Woo! Pulled it off. Oh boy. What you mean, can you please have the time? Look at your freaking watch. You got a timepiece on that, whatever you're looking at. There's no possible way you can be watching this and not have a timepiece on whatever you're watching. Mr. P, are you drinking? Are you drinking your pee, Mr. P? Don't be drinking your own pee, Mr. P. Making you delirious. All right, there we go. 132,689. That puts me 1,952 in the world. So we're good. That should hold. Yeah, that'll hold. That'll hold. That'll hold. That'll hold. I'm not doing 130s, but I don't care. I just want to get the. Hey, so we spent the million. We just earned 2 million. So we just earned ourselves a million credit. So we're good. Where's it on the? Where's that put me on the friends list? P11. Arkee's sitting pretty with a 159, and he's using the Genesis. Jack LaMotta, Woody Boy. Now, if I wanted to really get you're not from the States, your guy. Oh, so you're asking our time. So what? I mean, what time are you asking for? I mean, if you're not from the States, then you know what time it is where you are. Are you asking me what time it is from in the States? I don't know. I can't see. I got old man eyes. It's about 8 o'clock. Now it's 8:43 a.m. 8:43 hours. On the East Coast. Edward, what up, man? Oh, I'm ticked off, but things could be worse. Amazon just freaking suspended my Amazon just suspended my driving account, my Amazon Flex account. Talking about something I'm not doing what they said I'm doing. Yes, I am, and I got proof. You know, so. But all right. Oof. Yeah, so it ticking me off, man. I have got a fantastic rating, and now all of a sudden today they're gonna talk about some. Oh, you aren't doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's like, yes, I am. I told y'all it's the situation. They're probably saying that I didn't finish making all my deliveries. Yep, you know why? Because you told me that you canceled the ticket. And I held on to all the stuff. I got it right down my table, and I got the boxes in my car. I did that for a very specific reason. So I got the proof. I got the proof from the military, and I got the proof from a camera, and I got the proof from y'all because y'all got the records. You got it on the records. So please, let's not do that. So first they said we'll get back to you in 48 hours. Then they sent me another message saying I responded. So then they said, hey, this is not my fault. Whatever happened is on y'all's end. I was like, we understand your situation. We're sorry that this happened to you. Please, we'll get back to you within 6 days. So they can't make up their minds. It's going to take you 2 days to figure it out? 48 hours? Or it's going to take you 6 days? So I'm like, fine, whatever, man. So they suspended my account, But that's all right. The Lord is my shepherd. All right, so the other time trial, doing 5 days. What do you say we're going to get that one knocked out of the way too? I'm not gonna switch wheels. I just do the let's go and get the goal on this one too. We'll rent it. Garnet red. Sonic silver. No, Sonic titanium. That's what I want. That's the color I want to use. Sonic titanium. Yes, that's what I want to use. 469 horsepower, 4,270 pounds. This is called, what is it called? The LFA? Is this an LFA? The new Lexus. This is not an LFA. This is the LC 500 from 2017. Okay, all right. Let's just go see if we can get the goal real quick. Let me jump in there and get my wheel rotation set right. I usually would use the round wheel, but I'll leave this one. I'll keep this one. So we're probably going to back that down to probably about 900. Let's see. Either 900 or 850. 850, let's see. That works. All right, let's go. I don't know where to shift her. I just let her tell me. Well, there's that. We'll fix it. All right, let's go. Lift, 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 lift. She feels a little floaty. Wait for those tires to stop flexing.